Welcome into Drew's Daily Diamonds for Friday, March 27th, 2026. The Sweet 16 video here. We are breaking down three Sweet 16 matchups on Friday. Let me know in the comments below where you agree, where you disagree. All is welcome. It helps grow the show in the YouTube comments below. Smash that like button if you're liking the content. As we got first game up, we are heading to the Midwest region in the United Center in Chicago, Illinois, 7:35 Eastern tip. The number 4 seed, Alabama Crimson Tide, and the number 1 seed, Michigan Wolverines. It does look like Michigan minus 9.5 pretty much across the board, 172.5 being the total. I like the dog in this one, Alabama Crimson Tide. And this is coming from an Auburn alumni. A couple reasons why. They scored 90 points in each of their first 2 games in the NCAA tournament. And there was some question marks coming in with Alabama, their point guard. He got arrested on drug charges. But Nate Oates' squad, they're still scoring a bunch. They're still going up tempo. And, they only lost 2 times all year by double digits, which is what it's going to take to lose this bet, catching the 9.5. And Michigan on the other side, look, 33-3 on the season. The number 1 seed, Ken Palm has them number 1 overall, top 6 offensive and defensive efficiency. But it's one of those things it's tough to poke holes in. However, Michigan is under 500 against the spread, talking about overpriced. You're not only betting teams, you're betting numbers. And sure enough, Michigan recently 1-6 their last 7 against the number, 2-8 their last 10. So they've been making money betting against them. We're going to try to do it here. Alabama plus 9.5 to start us off on Friday. Next one up, the 3 and the 2 seed, UConn and Michigan State on CBS in the East region. Washington, D.C. This is a 9:45 Eastern tip, 134.5 being the total. UConn minus 1.5 as the favorite. UConn comes in 31-5 on the year. However, another situation, this team was just 14-22 against the numbers, so kind of overpriced themselves. Talking about the Huskies here, their head coach Dan Hurley, he can coach them up. They did bounce back nicely off of the Big East championship game, lost to St. John's by 20 points. The defense has looked good. They held UCLA to under 60 points, but up against Michigan State here, I think they might have a little bit more tough of a time. Michigan State's a great rebounding team, well coached under Tom Izzo. Their point guard, Jeremy Fears, 20-plus points in a bunch of games recently. Michigan State's been a money maker here on the season. Plus 1.5, little wrong team favored. We're going to go with the dog, the Spartans, 1.5 in our pocket. Got 1 game left. Reminder, if you could comment below, anything more than welcome. Does help out the algorithm on YouTube, smashing that like button as well. If you're interested in premium picks, check them out. WagerTalk.com, experts page, Drew Martin. Do have a 5% max limit, the highest rated play up and available for Friday night. In the 1 game we are not breaking down on the show. All right, we got last game here, 10:10 Eastern on TBS, the Midwest region, United Center, Chicago, Illinois. It is Tennessee and Iowa State. 138.5 being the total. The Cyclones minus 3.5 as the home favorite. And as I'm doing this on Wednesday night here on the East Coast, about 10 o'clock, Iowa State's starting to tick up to 4 here, guys. So hopefully you're watching this recently, because I like Iowa State in this matchup. Now, I know their best player, Joshua Jefferson, he's been out the last 2 games, got an injury. It looks like TJ Otzenberger, their head coach, he said he's a game-time decision. I mean, they've been great without him in the tournament, to tell you the truth. So if he's at it, I think it's only a plus. But they're 6-0 against the spread their last 6 games. They've been a moneymaker on the season, 23-13 against the number. And they're up against the Volunteers here. Yes, Rick Barnes has made the Sweet 16 in 4 straight seasons. They're a good rebounding team. But they kind of, it's a one-man show with Gillespie there. And against Virginia, he looked good, got the win. I just think this is a big step up in class for Tennessee, and a team that, in the SEC, they struggled a little bit against the bigger, the better competition. And I would put Iowa State in that category. So at the short number, minus 3.5, like the Cyclones over Tennessee. In recap, we got Michigan State plus 1.5 against UConn, and Alabama plus the 9.5 against Michigan. Guys, that's going to do it for the Friday show. Smash that like button, comment below, cash those tickets. Thanks for tuning in.